What's up, everybody? I'm Gerald McCoy, and we are here at the Toyota Land Cruiser set at Super Bowl 59, and I am sitting here with my guy, Puka Nacua. What's up, my brother?
What's up, man?
What's
life
up,
is
man?
Good.
Yeah, life is great.
Good.
We was just talking about BYU, and I had a little disdain for BYU for a long time.
Yep.
Let me tell you why. Jerry's World he opened his new stadium. It was incredible. The very first game in Jerry's World was a college football game. It was a University of Oklahoma versus BYU Cougars.
Go Cougs, baby.
And we were favored to win, man. He had all this hype. I was coming back. Trent Williams was coming back. Sam Bradford, Jermaine Gresham. We had these first round picks. We could have went to the draft, but we all came back. This is the favorites to win the national championship.
Wow.
And on the opening drive, Sam Bradford gets hurt. Before the season, Jermaine Gresham gets hurt. And we lose to BYU.
Oh,
and I'm like, man, forget this, man. Forget BYU. But now my guy, Kyle Van Noy, he's BYU. So I root for BYU.
Yep,
man.
I love to hear that. I love to hear that. That's my guy, Kyle, too. Yep.
Yeah. Killer's the man. Now, there's some news that came out, unfortunately, and I got to ask you about it because I know he's your guy, Cooper Kupp. He came out with a statement that said he kind of was blindsided, didn't like it. He thought everything would start and end with the Rams. But in this business, I've seen it because I thought everything would start and end with the Bucs too. That's just not how it goes. So how do you feel about it? I know you can only say so much, but just talk about his impact on the team and what he meant to the organization and the guys in the locker room.
Yeah, I love that guy, Cooper Kupp. Man, from the moment I watched the Rams facility, it took me a second to recognize that there was Cooper Kupp. There was another slot receiver we had.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that Coop? And then I would see the 6'2", 210 receiver walk in. I'm like, okay, this is the Triple Crown winner.
And he's bigger than most people think.
Right?
Like, on the field, when you see him play, you don't realize, like, Cooper's a lot bigger than people think. He's a lot taller. So when you see him, the first time I see him, I was like, that's not Cooper Kupp. Like, that's Cooper
I'm like,
Kupp,
I'm thinking a little small, shifty slot receiver. Somebody he's like, he got that wiggle. You can tell when somebody walking, he got a little wiggle to him. So I'm like, I walk in and I'm like, damn, he's damn near the same size as me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, all right, this is what Cooper Kupp built like. And to be able to watch him from that moment on, and as a father, as a competitor, as a wide receiver, as a captain of our team was nothing but the best. I think of what I try to be, what I feel like I mold my game after, and somebody to watch as a professional and the way he carries himself. He was the best in every way and facet. I've been blessed to be able to feel like I've been in his back pocket for as much as he's let me. We'd be out there on the basketball court in the off season, getting shots up during season. I'm asking him about basketball. And I try to take the basketball mentality I have and ask him to form it in the football way for me because he thinks of everything. I mean, I'm out here watching I'm watching push cracks and we're fitting the inside for duos and stuff like that. And he's watching the combinations and he's like, yo, did you see it right here? And I'm like, no. I'm out here watching the outside of the play and he's watching where the action is. And I'm like, all right. And then we're going through our progressions and just how detailed and trying to communicate everything he could to me to be able to understand and to show it to everybody. It wasn't just happening to me. When we're in the receiver room, he's taking the chance to talk to everybody about their route. The same thing of not in a selfish way, but everybody, when you're out there, you're trying to make sure you grade yourself and you're the hardest on critique on yourself. So we got the tape up and I'm watching number 17 and he's watching number 10, number 17, number 15, number 5. He's watching everybody and saying, these are the things that you have as strengths. How do you play with the perfect technique to be out there? And then what are the things that, man, it's just kind of football receiver 101 and how do you implement into your game because he's got it all.
And that goes to show why he was so good, why he's a Super Bowl MVP and why his game exceeded, man. Just to speak to the type of person he is, he was on NFL Network with us and my son is a walk-on at Toledo and he's watched Cooper and seen his story and how he worked and just kept working and started growing in college and then eventually became who he became. And I asked him, can you send my son a message? So he took my phone, he recorded a message and sent it to my son, man. So that's just the type of guy he is. So I know losing a guy like that is tough, but you guys have such a great spirit in L.A. Obviously, we all seen everything that happened in L.A. with the fires, but you guys were so integral and bringing so much joy and love to the city, man. I know the season didn't end how you want it, but just talk about how y'all were able to work through that and just all the impact and the great that y'all did in that time?
Yeah, I think it was just a roller coaster of emotions. I think for everybody, not just us in the football facility, in the cities next to us. I'm sure all down there all the way to the Palisades and stuff like that. But then I think what is the best thing about football, and one of the things that I love the most is the camaraderie. Is that connection and that relationship you get to build with somebody that you wake up at 6 a.m. and you leave the facility at 5:36, and you spend the whole day with them, and you get to interact. And not every conversation you have is just about football. So what it felt like for everybody to bond together even more in the football facility, but then for others to be like, man, the beacon of light is what we is we're hoping is the Rams, and the pressure that or the privilege that brings to be able to go out there and play that football game, and that's what we have the opportunity to do. But then to go out there and play with a bigger meaning, you prepare and you do everything in your physical capabilities to go out there and win on Sunday, but then to feel like everybody else is supporting you who aren't football fans. They're just watching because, man, they want to put a smile on their face, and to be able to provide that and go out there and have a victory on top of it was the best of both worlds.
Yeah, you guys did do that, man. I work in L.A. I stay in the hotel when I fly from Dallas, and I got to see the evacuees be in those hotels and the lobby be full, and they just needed some type of hope, man. And the way you guys competed, the way you guys didn't complain, y'all represented the fire department and everything, man. Y'all did exactly what y'all set out to do, which was provide hope. So as a father, family man, somebody who's been in L.A. every weekend and seen it, I'm saying thank you to you guys for everything y'all did. Now, you're here with Toyota, official automotive partner of the NFL, who's been supporting the next generation of superstars this year, and has got some pretty cool things in store for NFL fans and Super Bowl experience here in New Orleans. Tell us a little bit about it.
So Toyota has been the best to me. To be able to be one of the partners, to be able to drive a Toyota every day when I'm going to the facility.
Yeah.
I got my little Toyota Supra, and I be out there on the 101 trying to slide as much as I can in between the traffic. But it's been a blessing to be able to work with a league partner, and how much of an influence they have on the football community. We're always focused on what's going on Sunday, but there are so many things that lead up to it. And there are so many ways to be involved in the community through the game of football. And it's been a blessing in my life to be able to give back to some of the young football programs, because I was that kid. There were no professional sports teams where I grew up in Las Vegas and then in Utah. So to be able to be that person, and for the little kids, and be like, man, they're trying to wear a 17 jersey, or they're catching the ball and they're like, man, I'm trying to catch it like Puka.
That's dope.
It's a blessing, and it seems surreal, but it's a privilege to be able to impact them in a positive way, and to be able to have helpful partners like Toyota.
That's excellent, man. And I appreciate you coming on. Everything's been great. I hope everything works out. I know losing Cooper's going to be tough, but I definitely appreciate you being here, my brother.
Thanks,
brother. Appreciate it.